there's nothing to it
And I
but
guess
to do it.
we're recording it in tandem.
Yeah, make sure you also hit the start record thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then
What, like
just
as a backup
see
or
how it
something?
goes. Yeah. Just in case this goes terribly wrong,
You know,
which it could. It could.
I anticipate it. I have already. You know,
So are we recording?
We're here, man.
we're
Oh,
here.
okay. Well, all right. Well, we'll give it just another minute or so.
Well, the chat can't hear you.
We may have to chop the front of this episode before we upload it if
Chop and screw.
it doesn't pan out.
Let me.
Oh shit! Are we there?
I about to say I was pulling it up.
What's it sound like, Kels? Everybody say something.
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 Check.
Wieners. Wieners. Okay. Yep. And we can't see you. Okay, I'm gonna post this in a few
Maybe.
Discords to see if somebody wants to hang out with us.
Yeah. Maybe refresh the page, and then maybe it'll do something else. Or close the moderation thing over there. Or well, I guess just refresh it. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see.
I'm gonna post this in a few Discords, and if somebody chats, then I don't know what to tell you, brother. We're just gonna figure this shit out together.
Software to go live. I don't know. Maybe it'll just work after a minute.
It's working as we speak.
Well, I mean, work on this. What's the video look like? Are we allowed to drink on YouTube Live?
It looks great.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
It looks
Oh, yeah.
great.
My fucking crotch looks puffy, dude.
I posted it.
Puffing that
I
crotch,
posted it.
dude.
I posted it in my Fortnite chat. Just kidding. Wait. Oh, let me go to some servers real quick. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me.
That's fine. This is Hello Carolina Raw.
Hey, we've got 3 concurrent viewers.
Nice.
Oh,
Concurrent.
they're here.
A concurrent
Unbelievable.
viewer? What the fuck? Somebody type W, not L. Fuck. Somebody type W in chat so we can know if we're actually seeing it or not because, you know, I don't know.
Hella lols.
I mean, I could literally
something.
do it from right here. Hold on. Let me be my own guinea pig.
Yeah. Yeah, we have the technology.
We do have the technology.
This is what it's all about. Testing our own stream.
Well, hello. I see that my mother-in-law is here. How's it going? Hi. I hope that you're doing good, and you know we're gonna say a few naughty words.
Oh yeah.
That's amazing.
So why is that chat working, but not?
Yeah, I'm
This
not
one's
sure.
In OBS, so.
Oh, I
Oh.
see. So we have the OBS chat, but not the YouTube chat. Interesting.
Nice. All right, move the chat. They're freaking me out. Just get it out of here. Get it
Nah,
out of here.
It's got to
Just
stay. Just don't look at
I'm
it.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Or I guess honestly, you can just pull that off the screen. I guess for now, and if you see a bunch of stuff that warrants response, then come on, man. I believe in you.
Somebody said, "Oh my God, the guy who had to listen to me sing about gonorrhea." Well, hi to you too, Caitlin. It's nice to see you. You're not in our YouTube chat, but that's fine because it's all on a Discord. And you know what? We're gonna use it as one thing. This is our first live stream attempt, so we're just gonna wing it, honestly, because why not?
Yeah, we're doing the best we can here. But all right, well, I guess all that being said, this is the first time that we've tried to live stream one of these podcasts. I'm John. That's Ryan. Kelso's over there. Because of the terrifying disfigurement from his birth, he stays off camera. So,
Hey, you guys! We actually keep him in a burlap sack and we beat him
Right.
off stream.
we beat him off.
And he pays us to do it.
We're dicking, bro.
We're dicking today,
And
fellas.
for the first time on the podcast, welcome the 4th member of Hello Carolina. At long last, he returns.
I know. Hello,
Justin.
everybody. It's good to see you. Also, Caitlin, I did see your message. Sorry, I am a turd. Yes, I'm back. I've been away for like the greater part of a year now. I decided to kind of work on my health a bit, my routine and everything else. And of course, I watched the Sleigh Bells video not too long ago, and I was like, that's disgusting. Something needs to change there. So
Yeah, I mean,
here we are.
to be fair, you're also the only one of us that doesn't live within like 10 minutes of Conrad's house.
Facts. It took me an hour, and usually it doesn't take me an hour, but it took me a solid hour, man. I was
Damn.
getting beat up
It
by
takes
everybody.
you an hour to get here?
Today it did.
Some
Unbelievable.
traffic or stuff.
But yeah, because I had to go home
Yeah, I
from
guess
work.
Friday at 5 o'clock,
Exactly.
5:30. Yeah, not ideal. Not ideal.
But yes, welcome in to our chatters. Welcome in, Caitlin. It's good to see you. And yes, I'm very happy to be back. I'm very happy to be back with the boys. And we just lost Kelso.
The
Yeah.
boys are back
He's
in
gone
town. The
forever.
boys are back in town. Down.
But
Bow.
yeah. So the last year or so, I guess the last thing we did with Hello Carolina was Sleigh Bells, right? That was the last release that we did. Is that correct?
Official,
That
as far
sound
as
right?
like music video, yes, that was probably one of the last things. We did do the Unplugged for She's Coming.
Oh, I
We did do
forgot
that.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a thing. But I guess within the last year, obviously, you're looking wonderful, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I mean,
looking really
thank
healthy.
you.
How much have
And
you lost
handsome.
at this point?
Since April, yeah, sorry, I gotta stay at the mic. Sorry. Since April, it's been about 53 pounds. or so.
53
So
pounds.
it was
Nice.
you know, yeah. I'm feeling phenomenal. I'm feeling a lot more confident. I'm just back to things. You know, we over here, instead of riffing, we dicking, we doing our thing. We're hanging out.
Jiffing and jiving, you know what I'm
Jiffing
saying?
and jiving, seeing all you lovely people that have tuned in. It's awesome. Thank
So,
you guys.
All three of you.
So, like, is this more, would you say it's like diet? Is it working out a ton, watching Joe Rogan podcasts? Like,
Well,
what's doing the most for you, would you
honestly,
say?
what's really doing the most for me is probably like 4 packs
Of elk meat.
Of
Sorry.
yeah. There's some elk meat. There's some moose blood, and like 4 packs.
The
of
Liver
Newports.
King regimen.
Yes,
Sorry.
4 packs of Newports a day, and you never stop drinking energy drinks. That really does it.
Right, just
and
get your heart rate up however you can.
Exactly, because the
That's
quicker
how you
it,
lose-
the quicker it moves, the quicker that the fat cells start to disintegrate, and you know that's how we get to this point. So I mean, you either a winner or you lose it, baby. What can I say? So you know, yeah, that's how we do it. That's how we do it.
And we are nutrition experts in this episode.
Yes,
so.
among
Please
other
take
things.
everything that we say as gospel. It's very beneficial towards your life.
Mhm. Yeah, we can help you. Let us be your gurus.
Exactly.
Gurai?
And I have a
Gurus?
I have a book. I have a book that's coming out.
Gurai. Oh, you do have a book?
Yeah, I have a book coming out.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're looking pretty handsome on the screen there.
Looks frozen now.
It does look frozen.
Y'all just keep talking. Don't worry about what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
we're not paying. But yeah, no, honestly, what I ended up doing, I was just focusing on tracking every single thing that I eat, just to kind of to understand what it is I'm putting in my body. So I feel like the more knowledge I have in that aspect, the more beneficial it is. So yeah, I'm feeling wonderful. But yes, it's good to be back. I'm also kind of coming back into the ecosphere of streaming and everything else. We'll see however that works.
I noticed that. I guess about a year or so ago is when I saw you streaming a little bit. Probably not quite a year, but
Yes.
yeah. What were you basically slacking off of that? Not slacking off, but
Oh, you're good.
did you put the lapse in that? I guess for the same reasons and stuff. Just
Yeah,
focusing on your
yeah.
health and whatnot.
A lot of health reasons. Went to school or started school, so I wanted to make sure that my routine and everything was kind of planned out a little bit better.
Right.
So
Yeah, it is shocking the wear and tear that streaming can actually do.
Bro,
to
yeah,
your
you talk-
body,
honestly,
like,
yeah.
It seems like something that anybody should just be able to do, like willy nilly. But like I did it for 3.5 years, and I mean, yeah, you're just sitting there for however many hours you stream a week or whatever. But like, there's such a like my brain just felt so tired all the time.
Yeah,
and
dude,
I guess it's just because I feel like I have such a small social battery to begin with,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
trying to like always talk to people and like kind of be more or less a caricature of yourself. Like it's taxing on the soul, I've found.
yeah, and I feel like also with you talking for multiple hours, like you get really dehydrated really quick, like all that stuff that we don't really ever consider.
Right.
And of course, if you have a good lighting setup and everything else, man, that just
You hot.
yeah, you hot in there.
You sweating. What kind of games were you streaming when you were doing it?
Man, It was a lot of goofy. Well, it was either goofy or horror related. One of the two. So it just depends. A lot of people would suggest it, like in our Discord community. So yeah, I think there's one that was like Superliminal, which is just like more of it was like a psychedelic type of game or whatever. That was a lot of fun. But only thing I've been doing is being a degenerate, playing stuff like Path of Exile, and that's really been it. And focusing on school. But I'm just glad to be back, and hopefully we can start making some more music and everything else.
Yeah, I mean, we already got quite a bit, like, kind of in the pipeline. I mean, we have one song that's pretty much done, if it's not all the way done. I guess that was pretty much there.
I think there's a whole lot of. We got so much music.
Yeah.
I mean, that we just are sort of sitting.
Well, I mean, you're just a human beat machine over here. I mean,
Wait, who are we beating? We're beating Kelso.
I'm a human beat machine.
Yeah, we're a human
beating
beat
them off.
machine.
We already covered
I'm
it.
just beating those beats off.
Beating it. We just.
But yeah, I'm real excited about a lot of the stuff that we've kind of demoed out a little bit. I mean, a lot of it's just bits and pieces right now, but yeah, I'm real excited about some of that stuff, especially the Got to Dance.
Oh man, there's some like serious funk vibes coming, and then there's a couple that are just like in a whole new realm. Like I'm in fucking pain. That song, that's just what it's called now.
Working title.
I wrote that song the day that I got my appendix taken out. I was sitting in the bed, and that was just what I titled that song. So
wait, I don't know if it's uploaded to the drive. You have to upload it to the drive because I don't think I've actually sat down. I don't think it's there, or maybe I'm looking in the wrong folder. But that's besides the point. I know that there's one or two in there that I've had lyrics, like I've started to work on it, and it's just sat for like a year now. I'm just like, man, I really gotta go record those.
yeah.
So
Well, needless to say, we have a lot of music that some of it is done, some of it's 90% done, and there's like 30 other songs that we haven't even done anything with.
Yeah.
So there's stuff.
Lots of
that we
instrumentals
have
laying around.
There was one song where Conrad really, he just told me to go into the vocal booth, take my shirt off, and rub my nipples for like 4.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I still don't know what we're doing with that. And I really want to know where is the nipple song at?
That was just like a soft percussion track that he was laying down at the time. You know.
Oh, so it's like
getting
experimental.
the ripples
Okay,
and
okay.
whatnot.
Yeah.
They were.
Gautier would really appreciate it, probably. I
Yeah.
think he would. Okay,
Yeah, it's
okay.
Abstract art. They say.
Okay,
I
okay.
think
That
is-
might actually pull him out of retirement.
Oh, I hope so, man. We've needed to know what happened since.
Where
we
did
were
you come from? Where did you go?
Joe, Cotton Eye Joe. We are just
Yeah.
somebody that you used to know. You
Yeah.
know? That's it.
Wow, that just planned out perfect.
Yeah, man.
You broke my brain a little bit there.
Man, that's what I be doing. You know,
That's the mashup that the world deserves.
yeah.
Not
I'm
what
just-
they want, but what they deserve.
what they deserve. I'm just happy to be back. You know, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, we're happy to have you. Finally, we've kind of just been ranting and raving so far. I don't know how much you've listened to the podcast up to this point, but it's a lot of aliens, science-y stuff, like I remember most notably like the satellite stuff that you've talked about before, where they're inevitably going to crash together and destroy the Earth or some shit like that.
They're
There's a
going to
lot
run
of-
amok.
There's a lot of them.
I think pretty much our viewers at this point know that I'm kind of a crazy person and that he watches Neil deGrasse Tyson a lot. And
Nice.
Kelso is horribly disfigured, as I said earlier.
Yeah.
What haunts you
Oh.
from your algorithms and whatnot? What's on your mind these
Man,
days?
that's a very good question. I feel like a lot of mine, because I have a little bit of a different background. A lot of mine's like Christian theology and stuff like that. I've been big into like a lot of historical contexts.
Sure.
And yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. That's what I kind of doom scroll, and then half of it's just AI slop. That's just ridiculous.
Right. So that being the case, you were probably getting a lot of the whole rapture TikToks.
Oh
here
my
recently,
god,
right?
yeah.
What were your thoughts on that? Is it the end of the world?
Complete bullshit. Well, the thing is like there's so many scriptures that do point to the fact that nobody knows the time or the hour.
Mhm.
And the thing that, of course, being like part of a church community, if they're not calling it out, then there's an issue. Like everybody should know that. And some of the things I'd seen, the biggest red flag is the fact that a lot of these people, usually the day will come and nothing happens, and then they get called out, and then they double down instead of just being like, you know what, I fucked up, you know. And the same thing happened with this dude over in I think it was Ghana or Uganda or something.
Yeah, I know it was. I think it was South Africa.
Oh yeah,
somewhere in that region.
Yeah, no,
but,
okay, South Africa actually sounds correct.
But yeah, he was. He had a dream that said it was going to happen on like September 23rd or something.
And
he
said it. He said it like this. Sorry, he said it like this. He's like, I am 1 billion percent sure.
Yeah, but then
the rapture will happen.
The
rapture will happen.
After it didn't happen, he then came out and said that, oh, we forgot. We were using the wrong calendar.
Yeah.
It's going to be October 6th.
Need the Gregorian calendar.
So an entire like week or so off. But yeah, I just think that was just a load of garbage, and I feel like it's going to do a lot of damage to a lot of people that do follow Christianity that did buy into it, because there are people out there selling their cars and quitting their jobs and
ruining their lives.
Oh my God!
Why is my question? What are you gonna do with all the money you get?
Well, I think it's more of a posturing thing. It's just like, oh, okay, sell all my possessions so I can be ready for the Lord whenever He comes back. I don't think it's
look
really,
how much I believe this.
Yeah. It's more of it because a lot of people think that, well, there's a scripture. It's like faith by works is like faith without works is dead. And they think that's part of it, but that means something completely out of context, and that'll be a whole nother rabbit hole that I can go into another day. But that's pretty much what I subscribe to. But I did see that, and it was just one of those things. I'm just like, man, that's rough.
Wasn't it like the 70s or 80s? There was this thought that like this orb was going to come down and gather a bunch of folks and carry them and take them away to salvation.
Are you talking about the Heaven's Gate thing?
It was
there's
like
been
in the
multiple
70s where it's like it was described as an orb. And what fascinates me by that is all I can think about is Dr. Evil coming down in that egg. And he's just like,
I need $100 million.
Get in, losers. You know, it's just like, and he grabs them and just takes them out. Just
there have been so
in this like little dick craft, it just kind of
just shoots back up.
Space.
Dude, there has been so many of these. I know that there were some in that time period that were really big. There was one towards like 2012, 2013 that was insanely big, and it was so big that they were purchasing billboards and stuff. They're like, be ready. I'm like, be ready for what? The next 10, 20 years? Like, yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, it's
I
wild
think
how
we're going to destroy ourselves way before any rapture ever happens.
Well, see, like, I just don't know. I know a lot of people were making fun of the
Hi,
people
Bill.
that were buying into the
Good to see you.
rapture and everything. Like, you'd see a lot of TikToks of people, like, that they would be floating through the air just like me when the rapture hits. And
okay,
but,
the
like,
memes were really funny. That
really
shit did
good.
make me laugh.
But, like, also it is, I mean, to be more serious about it than I need to be, honestly, like, it is interesting to me that everybody has this like very solid perception of what the rapture will even be when it happens. They're just like, oh, people are just going to start floating into the sky and blah 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 blah. And it's just like I don't know. What if it's a little more obscure than that? And like, you know, maybe a rapture could take the form of like a war or something that's going on, and like. You know,
people
boom,
are looking
like
at
a
it.
country is destroyed, and like, yep, those were the people.
In terms of
like,
literals.
And I mean, it's just, I don't know. There's a lot of different ways that could go, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bill says, the end is near. Now sub for a monthly newsletter celebrating its 20th year. Very,
Yeah, the end's 20th anniversary.
So, and I did see some people saying, oh, well, the church needs to be calling this out. But there was a lot of people that were just like, yo, what the hell's wrong with y'all? Like, there was a lot of people that were. But, of course, if you're not on that side of the algorithm, then you're not actually seeing it. So that is unfortunate. But I do know plenty of people, like even my own church, they're just like, no, nobody knows.
Right.
And another thing that gets me is like, with my belief, it's not about, it's not about reaching for an afterlife necessarily. It's like, what are you doing here while you're on earth? Like, you're supposed to make that like the heavenly realm. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to hedge your bets for an afterlife. Do I think that exists? Yes, but that's not the reason why I'm here. I'm not here.
Yeah, I mean, you can't live your life just waiting to die at that point and go to heaven, like, or else that makes this whole thing meaningless at some point. And I mean, what do I know? But that just doesn't feel like the way.
You need to be 1 billion%. 1 billion. I tell you. Oh shit, I tell you that.
Stop touching my
Keep
rod,
hitting it,
dude.
1 billion%. Sup, boys? What's up, Mango? What up? What's up? Kelso's working overtime in the chat right now.
Working chat, bro.
He is. He's totally doing crowd service.
Keep talking. I'll deal with it.
He,
Okay.
he keeps doing well. That's part of live streaming. We have interactions, and then I rub nipples, and then we say hello and goodbye.
Yeah, absolutely. But I guess what makes things like the rapture take off in this day and age, I mean, I know it's like TikTok trends and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but I feel like everything else going on in the world and like everybody feeling like there's some imminent threat, like I feel like there's just like a desire for it to some extent, and
Oh yeah.
I don't know what the answer to that is, but I feel like we just got to kind of look at the world in perspective at this point in time, and just because it feels like the end of the world, unfortunately, it's not.
Yeah.
Like,
And yeah, that does kind of push more. It's gonna push more towards because the thing is like I haven't seen this dude in South Africa like create some type of like monetization model off of it yet.
right.
But I think he is getting off on
Well,
being the Lord's only soldier because he actually mentioned that in a podcast also.
I mean, I feel like he's kind of missed the boat on trying
Yeah.
to monetize off of it. Like
Yeah.
you were wrong, and then not only were you wrong, you tried to correct after the fact and make it a new day, and like
Yeah.
that ain't gonna work. And I mean, I don't know. I think like you were saying, like nobody's supposed to know the time or the day or whatever it is. And I mean, I feel like people are just moving these goalposts constantly.
Yeah, that's all
And
they're
it's
gonna
like,
end up doing.
well, I didn't know that day. Maybe it'll be this day.
Yeah.
And it's just, I made a joke last time, and it's like, is this the way that we forever hold off the rapture from happening? Is just having all these crazy people always trying to predict it?
That's the biggest conspiracy.
That's the way that we keep the rapture from happening.
Yeah, that's it. It's just literally everybody like, oh, we're gonna predict tomorrow. All right, we got another day.
Yep. It can't happen because I know it will happen.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know. I think just like I was saying, with especially in the last month, you have, of course, everything with the political side of things in America being
Oh God. Yeah.
just in flux at the moment. I mean, you have the National Guard going to several cities. I mean, even like down in Charlotte, I saw that the police force down there sent like a request to the White House asking for National Guard to be in Charlotte to help out with
What
things.
the fuck is that all about?
Dude, I don't know.
Why?
man.
Like, I mean, I know I don't live in a big city, but like,
Right.
I sent you a link the other day, or just called out, Oregon.
Mhm.
Oh, everybody was on
right.
TikTok saying, "Why can I not tag that?" Because National Guard was there. I don't know if they were. I mean, maybe they were. but-
No, they're. I mean, they were supposed to be there anyway.
Yeah, they were
I
there,
know.
but they didn't like deploy. Like their
Right.
vehicles and everything moved into the city. But
Yeah,
they were like,
they're just kind of like a cloud hovering over
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now,
they're
just
just there.
like you better not.
Yeah, but
And-
like there was a guy that was just like walking through.
Mm-hmm.
What was the main city? There?
Portland. Or,
Portland.
yeah,
Portland.
Somebody said it was the cops they requested. The politicians and civilians didn't.
Yeah, it was the police
Yeah.
force. Yeah, the sent
Okay.
the
Yeah. My
request.
bad. I thought it was actual like.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with all the politics
Branches.
of Charlotte and
Oh,
everything,
yeah.
but like I know the mayor. I think she at least leans pretty far left, I believe. That's not her doing at all.
Yeah, but there was this guy that was walking through Portland downtown. He's like, "It's a ruckus out here," and it was just like so quiet.
Yeah.
and it's just like
Dead silent.
mainly it was just like a bunch of strung out drug addicts kind of just laying around.
Man, that just creeps me out. And like, I know that we're very insulated from that kind of stuff here because
Sure.
we live, 45 minutes away from any big cities. I mean, I guess like Hickory's growing, but it's not a big city. It's like it's a city, like
It's a cute little city.
but like not like Charlotte, not like even Greensboro or Winston, and none of those. And I mean, I often worry that we aren't getting the perspective of other people because, like, well, what if there is like a reason for this kind of shit, but we're just not seeing it because we're so removed
Dude,
from it.
absolutely, 100%.
But then, like you were saying, you see these videos sometimes, and it's like, and I don't want to downplay homeless problems or drug problems or anything like that because that is a big deal, and you need to take care of as many people as you can. but that doesn't mean pull the National Guard in and all this shit. And I guess like the reason that you get specifically Portland, where the National Guard's been deployed, is that they've classified Antifa as a terrorist organization, I believe, officially. And now it's like there's a terrorist threat within the country that has to be dealt with. And that's just, I don't know. I don't understand how they've justified that exactly, because, I mean...
What kind of organization are they? Who's the head of Antifa?
I mean, I don't even know.
It's not an organization. That's the thing. It's not a terrorist organization.
Well, I don't know. I know what you're saying, and I've seen a lot of that stuff where it's not. They argue that it's not even an organized movement or anything like that.
Quick.
But I do think that it is. Like,
I know, right?
It seems like they show up at a lot of places, but. You know, also, I don't know. There's so many things that are like psyops and shit where you're getting these fucking CIA and FBI plants and stuff just at the protests specifically to rile people up and shit. Like, they just found out that there was like 214 FBI informants at January 6th. And it's just like, wait, what the fuck? Like, what? And y'all couldn't do anything about that?
Yeah.
Like, it's madness, man. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know. I feel like there should be a way to figure these things out with all of the information on the internet and everything, but oh yeah, I remember seeing something about that too.
Mango just put it in chat, so I wanted to check it out.
Yeah, and I mean, we do a lot of business with Qatar, but I don't want it to be that kind of business for sure. I mean, it feels strange. That just came out today, though. There's going to be more information that comes out about that, hopefully. For the audio listeners, later on, we're looking at the story that was announced today where Qatar is building an Air Force facility in Idaho. I don't know. I don't understand that kind of move. I don't feel like there's any other... I don't think any other country has any military bases on our soil. I mean, I feel like maybe this is just karmic retribution, though, given what we've done to the world. Like, right? Like, I mean, it's hard to be an American and say like, oh, you can't put your military bases in other countries.
I've never thought about it the other way around ever. This is the first time it's ever hit my brain.
Right. Well, I mean, it just feels like such a foreign concept. Like,
I've literally never thought about that.
So
that's crazy.
I need to understand.
So. Today it was announced that Qatar is building an Air Force facility in Idaho, and yeah,
it's weird, isn't it?
There's still a lot of information about that's going to be coming out, and I haven't looked into it. Maybe the information's out there, but I don't know. It's very strange, though, very fucking strange. And I mean, just especially like it's just another thing. It's another domino, like I was saying earlier, with everything going on. I mean, this is why I think about the lizard people all the time, dude. Like,
you'd rather think about the lizard people.
I still feel that like mainstream news drives conversations and what people talk about.
I don't like. What do you mean by mainstream news? Like CNN, Fox, that kind of.
They're kind of
shit?
falling
Like,
off a bit.
Yeah, I mean,
Basically, yes.
I mean, I don't know. All of their viewership is so low that nobody watches the shit anymore. I mean. Even my parents, you know, they're very right wing, but like I remember, I don't know if they've gone back to Fox, but I remember even them saying that like Fox News wasn't right wing enough for them at one point or another, and it was like, wow. And I don't know. I think they went to like Newsmax or one of the other ones that are a little bit more fringe. And I mean, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I don't like Fox News or CNN or any of the mainstream media, and I think you're going to get more honest opinions on these smaller news organizations. I mean, I hope you are. You're also going to get a lot of bullshit, but you get a lot of bullshit on the mainstream media too. So I'm not knocking it by any means. But yeah, I mean, that's just another piece of the chaos. Is like you don't have any consistent sources of information anymore. You just don't.
A lot of them now are looking more towards social media, and it's you know, as far as how it plays out and pans out, because now that's acting as if they are now the arbiters of mainstream media, because as far as what's being controlled, what's being pushed, because there was this big pushback. I know Zuck had that he had an interview on, or he had a podcast with Joe Rogan like probably a year or more ago, and he had mentioned, he was like, oh well, they tried to have me push for deletion of certain information, like they tried to have him put a kibosh on certain topics spreading. So I think that's where it's coming in from now. It was definitely mainstream up to about, I'd say, 10 years ago, and then it's kind of trickled more into social media. What was social media doing? That's another reason why like TikTok was in such hot water there for a bit, is because the U.S. government was basically wanting like proprietary like control over it.
Yeah.
So they could go in and be like, oh, well, we don't want you to have any secret Russian information coming in type deal, you know. So it was a lot of it's pretty much, that is the new age version of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's, like we were saying a minute ago, we don't fully understand what happens in these big cities because we're so removed from it. So, like, putting that in perspective of other countries and stuff like that, like, we have no idea what's happening actually in China, Russia, Iran, any of these countries. I mean, we get, like, a spoon-fed picture of what's going on, but that's really all we got. And...
and everybody was looking over their shoulders. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a visitor on the stairs.
What we're live streaming. This is the genius of live stream. We can riff and we can talk about other shit. You know, hear me out, Manzar. Wait. Hear me out. Manzar is the weatherman we all need. Would definitely push for the end of times, counter 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, that's fine. I appreciate that, Bill.
Right.
Definitely. I will keep providing you with clear and constant updates.
On Wednesday, cloudy with a chance of rapture.
Yeah, and if you send some bits, I might show some tits. You know, that's just how it works. That's just how it works, really.
You're gonna get a shadow ban, dude.
Mango just put in a new Smashing Pumpkins song. America is a slut.
Nice. That's awesome. And also, by the way, since we're on topic, we're looking at live chat. Mango is Nick from Actions Louder Than Words. So he was saying, "What's up?"
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What's
He said,
up,
"What's
dude?"
up?" He said, "What's up?" But yeah, I feel like that's where the ecosphere, or as far as the informal sphere is right now, is just social media, unfortunately. But it's being drowned out by a lot of AI.
Here's what I'd say about that is, like, yeah, you don't want to get all of your news off of Facebook or Twitter or anything like that, but also it kind of serves as a way to cut out the middleman to some extent, because, like, I know for me on Twitter, I follow journalists and shit like that, like the people who are reporting to, whether it's, you know, one of the mainstream news organizations or one of the smaller ones. Like, you can follow these people, you know, one-on-one, essentially, and I feel like you're getting less spin that way on all of these topics. You can actually just see what the story is, see what the details are that they're sharing with you, and you're not getting the...
It's the no spin zone.
Right.
No spin. The meat spin zone. That's my shower.
Grandpa.
That's my shower tub. That's a spin zone right there.
That's a callback to Bill O'Reilly.
We'll do it live.
Fuck it.
Oh, wait, we are live.
Yeah,
We are live.
Fuck it. We'll do it live. So, well, and that's part of it. Like, now I think about, because I'm more pragmatic. As weird as that is, I'm pragmatic. I'm like a pragmatist, but also follow Christianity and everything else.
Sure.
But yeah, besides the point, that's its own thing. But I do try to think in the average of like what average, like we'll say averages in like Walmart American, Target American, that because there's a lot of people that don't even use X or Twitter or whatever. And hell, I'm one of them. So now I know how to go digging for information that's just not purely anecdotal. And there's a ton of like just anecdotes. So that I feel like as far as where we're at now, oh my God, everything is just anecdote after anecdote. It's just people getting one guide in chat by everybody. You know?
Right.
And that kind of sucks. Oh my God, I'm getting caught up.
Don't get caught up, dude.
I'm getting caught up on this. On this right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pain.
But yeah, it's all people one guying anecdotal knowledge, and it seems like everybody's just kind of dogpiling on shit.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's.
I mean, do y'all feel like people are more now than ever politically charged?
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to say. I mean,
I think so.
I mean, I don't know, man. I remember back when I first became kind of more politically aware was probably when Obama got into into office. And I remember one of the things that I heard from people around here was that Obama was the Antichrist, which is
I remember that one too.
which is pretty politically charged as far as opinions go.
Obama
So I mean,
phones.
like, it's hard for me to say that it's worse now because, as far as I know and my sphere of awareness, it's just like this is how it's always been. Like,
I do feel like it's way worse now. I feel like it is way more politically charged, but there's less political knowledge going around.
yeah,
And there's a lot of like, and I'm not saying that I subscribe or not subscribe to this, but there's a lot of like identity politics and all this other stuff that kind of has crept into these platforms without addressing the common American, So that's the thing. I feel like everything's become very politicized in nature, and I don't know. There's a lot of things on either side. I'm very centrist. I'm kind of more right-leaning centrist, but everything is these radical fascists, these fascist Republicans, and then on the other hand, it's these evil left, and it's just like, dude, it's the same. They're doing the same thing to each other, and that's aggravating. But everything's turned into this. We've got to demonize the other side. Like that's how it's turned into.
Yeah,
that's what it has become. It's
very polarized.
very, very.
Well,
so that's where I feel like it's worse.
I remember, I don't know why I remember this, but I remember like specifically it was first grade.
Damn.
Like, and they asked this. I mean, I was born in '86, so you can do the math, like what year it was. I mean, it was the election year for Clinton and Bush Senior, and they just asked everybody in the class, who if y'all could vote, who would you vote for?
Yeah,
they asked us in our class, and we're all just like, oh, half of it was like Bush, and the other half was Clinton, and everybody went on with their lives. So to give you like a juxtaposition, now we're sitting in 2020 whatever 2024, I guess, the election year.
Yeah.
And Jack, my son Jack, he goes into school, and the kids are talking about who they're voting for.
Yeah.
And he was in the first grade, and so like we're fast forwarding. This is a whole new era, and the kids got in arguments about it.
Dude, yeah.
These are first year. These are 1 year.
That's
like
crazy.
These are these are first grade kids. Kindergartners talking about stuff. They're just mouthpieces from their parents, right? I mean,
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I get that, but
yeah,
it just shows like the difference in my mind. When I was in first grade, nobody cared. It was like, who you voting for? Yeah. I probably just guessed.
I don't know,
we didn't even talk about it. We didn't even. I mean, it was not even a thing.
Yeah.
Well, I remember that.
And now, like, you have Jack coming home, or my son, and he goes, "Yeah, these two kids were like saying Donald Trump is a bad man," and like, how it was like just this talk.
He's real
I'm just
stinky,
Well,
and
straight
he
up-
smelled like farts.
Straight
Yeah.
up, when I was a kid, my parents would tell me, they've told me before, you never discuss who you voted for.
Yeah.
Like, you never tell anybody who you vote for because it shouldn't be a thing that you judge people's merit on.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
100%.
That's fair.
I'm with
Yeah.
I'm with you on that, 100%.
yeah,
And even if you do, it shouldn't matter, like who your neighbor voted for. I mean, I'll just give you an example. This happened, and I thought about if I was going to say it or not, but I'm going to. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. My mom got a toilet paper in the mail inside of her mailbox, which is a federal offense, by the way. And it was just like every roll was just a picture of Joe Biden. And it's like,
Wait,
and there was a
what?
personal sticky note on the top of it
What?
that said, "How about them Dems now?"
What?
Like
the
just
hell?
randomly.
Yeah. This I can't. I abhor
It's just
shit
like,
that.
what?
I can't stand it. It's so dumb. It's cringe. Oh, that's so.
So I mean, I guess to circle back, and what I originally brought up was, do you think it's different now than it was even just 20 years ago?
I really
and I
do.
think people are way more politically charged.
Well, I think there is a lot of volatility in politics, just in the fact that you have people who are traditionally on the left or the right, and you also have this younger generation that's coming up. Like you were saying, like you kind of lean centrist more than anything. I feel like that's probably the majority of people.
Yeah, I think
like
so.
there is a quiet majority in the country that is the most chill people. I feel anyway. That's kind of the little bit of hope that I hang on to, is that I still think
The extremists are the far loudest.
yeah, it's the loudest people that you hear on social media.
That's
and
very
everywhere
true.
else. And
Yes.
I mean, everybody else is just looking at them like, geez.
And I think that's part of the reason why I don't say much is because, like, those extremists they would still call me a right-wing Nazi fascist. I'm like, bro, where are you getting your information? Like,
Yeah.
how far off the plot are we?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You really can't win with the people that are just so far to one side or the other. I mean,
Yeah.
you're never going to be good enough in
Yeah,
their
yeah,
eyes
yeah,
if you
for
do
sure.
not believe every single thing that they do, because they'll find a way to demonize you. But yeah, I mean, as far as the other side of this coin, I think, is just like with the internet and everybody gaining more access, whether it's misinformation, disinformation, actual information, whatever it is, people are a lot more privy to the kind of the underbelly of politics and the government and everything that they've been responsible for over the years. You find out about all these conspiracies and these psychological operations and stuff like that. And I mean, you can prove a lot of them, not all of them by any means, and a lot of it's still speculation, but you can find enough dirt on the government to know that you really shouldn't trust any of them on either side. And like, this is getting a little more conspiratorial, but I mean, I feel like all of the people, the citizens, are what's left and what's right. And then like everybody that's actually in office, not everybody, but most of them, I would say, like, I think it's more of a uniparty. I don't think that there's as much division in the power structure as there is coming out of the power structure onto the people, is my point. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't know, like, you get a lot of people say, like, oh, they just want to keep people divided, and that's why they push all of these extreme ideologies on the
Yeah.
people left and right. And it's like, I don't know how intended it is, but I mean, there's definitely a lot of horse shit from either side that comes out, and it feels like the people that are spouting it don't believe it as much as they would want you to believe.
Yeah.
I
think
would
that's
also,
true.
and this may be just a hot take and on me, but I also feel like a lot of the polarization starts with your leader and trickles its way down.
Yeah, it can. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, y'all get where I'm going a little bit, but
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to elaborate too much, but I'll just say, I think a lot of that people sort of pick up on that energy from the leaders that they follow.
Yeah, I think it's definitely amped up with Trump being the way he is, where he just shits on people for fun on Truth Social, the social media app that he created for himself to shit on people. Like, yeah, that's a bad look, and it's
a
gonna
vacuum.
It's going to inspire the people that already like him to be shittier to each other. And I mean, that's not what you want. But like I said, man, I remember people calling Obama the Antichrist. I remember shoes being thrown at George Bush. I remember
that.
I mean, there's always been some level of it, and yeah, it might be a little bit worse now, but also, like, to counter the whole thing with Trump, like, you also have to have some sort of competency in office, and like, it got really bad when Biden was president because, like, obviously there's basically a fucking zombie as the president.
Yeah.
And I mean,
He's way too old.
everybody sees
Dream
it,
crumbs.
everybody knows it, and everybody that works with him or for him is telling you that what you're seeing is not real. And it's just like, you can't tell people that what they're seeing is not reality. Like,
There needs to be some sort of amendment law added in about age.
We have
younger
somebody.
people in politics, young smart people that
I'd love
that
for
are
that.
quick and nimble.
mm-hmm.
They can react. I mean, people that run multi-million-dollar businesses.
people
why
that
are
just
they not? So.
just people that still have a future to give a shit about. Like, most of the people that are president anymore, is at least this guy and the last guy. Not Obama so much. Obama was probably about the age that you want to see for a president, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because they still have to invest in their own future. They don't want the world to go to shit because they're still going to be having to live here. They still have to live in the world that they create. And people like Biden and Trump, it's like, y'all aren't gonna have to deal with all this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
We had a chat says Bill said, let's just do away with voting. Expand the expand the college football playoff to 32 teams. Whoever coaches the winning team to the champ gets to run the entire country for 4 years. And then Nick says, well, what if the NFL had more bowls? We got Cat Bowl, Panthers, Bengals, Jaguars, Lions. Like, that'd be the Cat Bowl.
Right,
We have all
sure.
cats.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm following. I'm following that.
I mean, I do wonder if this is how it's always going to work in America, just given, like, you see it, these other countries, like, I'm not saying that they're better than us, but it seems like they're at least more stable the way that you see things going on overseas, like, where you have more permanent leadership. You know, people like Putin, you know, Xi in China, they're there for a long time and they can focus on their goals, and they're not expected to rush and get everything done in 4 years and then just hand the ball off to another guy that's going to throw it down the toilet. So, I mean, like I said, I'm not saying that I don't necessarily like their system, but it does seem counterproductive to have this back and forth every 4 years where, you know, you can only do so much in that 4 years, and that's if Congress and the Senate works with you enough to let you do anything, and they may not even do that. And then the next guy that comes in might just fucking shit on
Undo everything,
Right.
which is what basically
That is
happening.
So, well, the only downside to that is like Putin and Xi and all them. They are part of like active like dictatorships. As
Right.
far as,
And
like,
I'm not vouching for that.
Yeah, I understand.
At all.
I'm just
I
clarifying.
don't know
that.
the
I
answer.
am.
It's like, I mean, I don't.
I'm all for the
well,
dictator
well,
I'll
ship.
do it.
You mean the dick potatoes?
Dictators.
But so here's the thing: like we look at countries like Japan, and we see like what kind of society that they have running, how respectful. And the thing is that all becomes very systemic. And then like not only does it become systemic, but you have to be very hard on a lot of shit like crime. Like you have to be very hard on it. And I think as far as people that are more conservative leaning, that's what they're envisioning. And of course now we see it on this other side, and we view it as some like political attack for gain, or we see it. So it's this weird thing because we're so freedom mindset over here. For all of us to like stand together and say, okay, well, I want a better country that functions a little bit more like one of those like Japan, for example, being crime rates extremely low, all this stuff, but they are very hard on prisoners. They are very hard on crime, and we're at this point. They call it like the Overton window, where we don't think it's acceptable just yet to be extremely a little more hard on people that do commit crimes. So that's where a lot of people are like divided right now.
Well, see, like that's kind of goes back to what we were saying earlier about having the National Guard in these cities and stuff. It's just like people, you know, you see videos all the time of people on the street, and like it varies. Like I think that there's an overreaction currently happening with it. But I mean, you see people on the streets, you see videos of people just fucking like zombied out all over these streets. And like, you can't, I don't know what you do for them. I mean, like, it seems like we've spent decades just throwing money at the problem and money's not doing it. So, I mean, I don't know what the answer is. And I mean, I think just seeing it year after year after year is what has people frustrated enough to allow things like the National Guard coming into their cities in the first place.
Yeah, because to them it's dramatic enough to possibly work because all the other stuff wasn't. So it's like, okay, I understand where they're coming from.
Right.
I understand where they're coming from. I can also not agree with a lot of it, but on a certain point, it's just like, okay, well, if we're wanting to live in more of a civil society like these other countries that we see, then they go pretty hard on it, and it's just like, okay, well, it works. They have some alcohol like issues over there. Yes, they do have some drunk people that pass out on the streets all the time. But it's a safe enough society that they wake up the next day and they're still there.
We have that too, and we also have the other stuff. We have it all.
Oh, Dragon, welcome on in. It's good to see you. The crappy thing, and this is what Dragon says, the crappy thing is that they are not keeping them on orders long enough to get their federal benefits. They switch units of 1 day shy. Now they aren't even getting paid at all. So there's that.
Yeah, I forgot. The government's shut down. There's no more government,
Big
guys.
facts. All right, anarchy in the streets. Rub your nipples together.
Everybody take your
Start
pants
to
off.
spark the Alex Jones of the world, and let's have a seance. And I don't know what I'm doing.
Fight the globalists.
Fight the globalists.
To circle back, I think you're onto something with like back to the dictatorship.
Back to this.
Back to the dictators.
Dictators.
So like the way it is now, you can run for 4 years as president. Then you can run another term, which is 4 years.
Yeah.
8 years, you can't run anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So what's to say, what if we just do away with that altogether? You can run for 4 years as long as you're physically able, and then, again, re-enable the cutoff point, right? Like, if you're at a certain age, you're done. Like,
See, it's so tricky. Like, you have to clean up every ounce of corruption before you can even consider getting rid of something like that, because that's the problem that we have with Congress right now. And like, on the other side of that coin is that everybody says that there needs to be term limits in Congress, but it's like their constituents aren't voting them out. Like,
yeah, I mean,
and why is it so hard to vote out bad politicians? And
well,
I think there's a deeper answer to that.
Money.
Can I just say, can we please fucking get rid of the electoral college? Please, for God's sake, can we just like do the popular vote?
Yeah, that shit don't make sense to me.
I don't understand why we also have people in office that are like our great grandfather's age. Like, that shit's crazy to me. I don't get that.
Well, I got to be honest though. I feel like a lot of the Republicans sort of hang on to that because
Good seeing you, Mango.
they would never have been voted in for. I don't know the last Republican that got the popular vote. Actually, this year, that Trump didn't he?
Yeah,
This one?
he got
Yeah,
the
he did.
popular
But
vote.
prior to that, y'all can look it up. Prior to that, I think it's been a long ass time.
Dragon does say that absolutely not. Term limits are important. And as far as checks and balances, I would understand because that's how we inevitably get dictators. Unless they're dick potatoes.
And if they got dictator, have you ever had a hot dog
Yeah.
with potatoes together?
It's
a
yeah,
good
like it's cooked up in a pan.
Bro,
Now,
Korean corn dogs, bro. Have you ever had one?
Bro, I couldn't shit for like 3 months.
Son.
I could. But to Dragon's point, yeah, I do agree with that. Like, you do need term limits, but how the hell do we do it? Like, how the fuck do we even have a better system?
Right, like I feel like if you were to get rid of term limits with like the president, which I mean I think the country used to let you run 3 times and they dialed it back to 2. I could be wrong about that, but I mean I don't know. I mean, the point being, I guess that the current system doesn't work because of the passing back and forth of the mantle.
And
I mean,
lobbyists. If there'd be a way we could get rid of lobbyists,
that's right.
that would change a lot.
If you were going
Jesus.
to expand or get rid of term limits, I don't think you should. I don't know. I'm not a political scholar, so I don't know the benefits of it. But
Well,
I do feel like you would have to strip a lot of the power from the president. But then, like, maybe it's not worth it to do it in the first place. I mean, I don't know. You just don't want somebody going fucking crazy on their 3rd or 4th or 5th term. And like I said, there's so much corruption already, and like I don't know. There's so much shit to clean up before you can give these people any more rope. Like,
Here's a question: would you allow Nancy Pelosi to give you a lap dance for $45,000? I fucking would.
$45,000.
Yeah,
dude.
I'd let Donald Trump
yeah,
give me a lap dance for $45,000.
Fuck yeah, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's
I'm a cheap ass. I might even do it for $4,000.
I mean, hey, that's
$40, dude.
Hey, that's net. That's gain. That's net gain.
Now everybody
right there.
can see why the Hello Carolina catalog has so many sexual vibes.
Yeah, it really does.
This guy over here.
Yeah.
What's the cutoff? What
just
what
thinks
is the
about
amount of
Nancy
where do you
Pelosi.
say okay?
That's a good hypothetical. What is the cutoff?
This has just been derailed.
That's fine. That's what this is all about. That's what live streaming is all about.
Wait, the cutoff for what exactly? What are we?
How much money are you willing?
Little money.
How little money
How little money
will
for
it take for you to get a lap
who?
dance?
It depends on the
Okay,
person.
let's talk about the lap dance.
A
first.
sensual one, not just like a little
like
brush
slow
and
grind
tug.
like this.
Like-
Nancy Pelosi was still talking.
To
Yeah.
which
That's
song?
bony. That would actually do damage. That would do damage to me.
What
over
about
time.
I'm in love with a stripper?
How long is that song?
3 minutes?
Wait, we can't do that on YouTube.
3.5.
I'm in love. That's all I can do.
I don't know. I don't like.
You have to make
The
eye
thought of
contact too.
Oh fuck!
Eye
You gotta make eye
contact?
contact. That's
oh,
awful.
That's gonna drive the price up for sure. 4 minutes,
How,
dude.
how the fuck?
4 minutes.
How the fuck did they have 4 minutes worth of content in that song?
I'm gonna.
4 whole
know,
minutes, dude. That's a long time.
Oh man.
I don't know. I mean, I
enjoying
feel like I
what's
can't
happening.
be too mad if I got just like a year's salary of what I make now. I feel like that's pretty reasonable.
That's
much?
pretty reasonable.
Like a year's salary, so I don't know, somewhere in the neighborhood of like 50. Like that feels
50,000?
right. Yeah.
Man, you okay? You high? You high and dime? You like you gonna dime me?
I
You
would
gonna
do it for
wine me?
$100.
I don't even like that. I don't even like that woman.
Like,
Hey,
I don't care.
$100, $100 is $100.
I'd do it
I
for
think-
$100.
I think
$100 is
Nancy
100.
Pelosi could be a lizard person, and I'm scared of that bitch. I don't want to do it.
She could be a lizard person.
I can go somewhere else while she's doing it. Whatever she's doing.
No, I
Anything
think
over 50K, because 50K in therapy could could probably make me forget everything. So 50,001 is my lower limit.
But then but in all reality, you're only going to get 30,000 of it because the government's going to take the
Jackson.
rest of it.
Dragon said that sleep token songs are almost like all 5 minutes or longer, so we could up the ante. Okay, well if we're upping the ante on this, Dragon, then we're gonna up the amount of money that is required for
$100 for Conrad.
$100 still for Conrad. He's just like, I don't give a shit, dude. No shame.
You know who's just like stone cold, like, nope, I wouldn't do this for $1 million. And it would be like a simple task. My wife, I'll mention anything. I was like, would you do this for $1 million? She's like, nope. And it was like easy, easy
conviction.
stuff.
There's conviction behind it. She's like, absolutely not.
it's called
I
integrity.
would almost risk my life for $1 million. I mean, I would do. I don't know.
I would do nefarious
I'm a
things.
cheap ass.
Yeah. I would do some pretty nefarious things for that amount of money. And I think that's probably the reason why I've never came into one of those scenarios. I feel like the good Lord's protecting me from doing something very stupid.
I mean, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna hurt anybody for money, but yeah, I mean, I could probably stomach my way through most things if it was gonna be like a year changing amount of money. Like maybe not even life changing, but if it
In
makes
today's
my year
world,
better.
$1 million will go like maybe 2 or 3 years for you. Something.
I don't know.
That's
if
still a
you're
lot of money,
careful.
and I would be happy, very happy, for one of you guys watching to give me $1 million right now. Hit the button.
Yeah,
call me
chat.
up.
Slam the like button.
Slam the
$1 million.
Slam it.
Ty.
Slam it.
For real though, anybody in chat, like, if you would please subscribe to our YouTube channel, that would
Yes.
be phenomenal.
Dragon
I wish I
Bill,
knew
ta you
where
for
it
chatting.
was
We've
so
been
you could, like,
stuck for a
point at it.
while.
Yeah, I don't know where it is on here.
Under Conrad.
It's under.
I think it's
probably
right here. It's right
under
here.
Conrad's
Right here.
dick.
Right here.
Under his
Right,
crotch.
right there.
Yes,
All right. So I know we're getting
digress.
to the end of our time here.
we digress. I
But-
love it.
Before we get going here, I have to know your take on aliens. Because
My
we
take on
talked a little
aliens.
bit about it, but
Okay, with me having a Christian, a background in Christianity, my take on aliens is that through the Lord, all things are possible. Therefore, that's also possible. And I feel like all of creation will point back to a creator no matter what. So with me, it's just a lot of people. This is what, for me, faith. A lot of people feel like they have to work for it, and they have to hold on to it, and they have to squeeze it. And for me, it's just like faith isn't really that. Like, if your faith is so flimsy that something that small could, and yeah, small is like extraterrestrial life is funny, but
yeah.
if something that small, because I view it as small, if something that small like completely kilters your faith, then apparently you might have subscribed to something a little bit just not really incoherent, or something incoherent essentially. Because to me, it's like, oh, the Lord, the creator of the universe is outside of the universe, so literally any of those things can be possible. So I try not to put everything on this like caste system of like, oh, that's my bottom
Yeah,
line. Nah, to
right.
me it's like, oh, everything's pointing back to
Well,
creation.
I remember
so.
I was talking with my brother about this a few weeks ago, and it's just like, as far as religion goes and Christianity in particular, like, I feel like people are expected to take a jigsaw puzzle that is missing a few pieces with a few pieces from another puzzle added into it, and like expected to put it all together and do a coherent worldview.
If you shove it hard enough, it'll fit.
That's how
what a lot of people
modern,
try to do.
Yeah,
That's
modern
gonna be our
people in today's
tagline
church.
for this one.
And
Shove it in, it'll fit. Perfect. Do it.
If you shove it,
And-
it will come. I mean, no.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Wait, that's a different type of prostate.
That's a movie. If you build it, it will come. If you shove it, it will fit.
Oh, if you shove it, you will come. Ah, okay, I got
shove
it.
it till
Wow,
it
guys.
spits. Way to
Talk
I love
about
it.
religion and
I
that
love it.
together at the same
I love
time.
it.
But
Sorry.
all that being said, like I feel like there's a lot of pieces to religion that a lot of people don't consider religion. Like, I don't know. You hear some people talk about aliens these days as maybe not people that come from galaxies far, far away.
Yeah,
and stuff,
the
but, like,
dimensional argument.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
like these interdimensional beings or something like that, which that's kind of not what I think's going on, but that's what I entertain the most because it's the most entertaining to me. And I think there's some of that. I think, I don't know. I even wonder about stuff like, whether some psychedelics and stuff have something to do with like a larger religious worldview, because there was a book that I started reading a little while ago, but I wasn't smart enough to continue reading it. But it was this guy who
Nice.
yeah, so yeah, definitely take what I'm saying here with a grain of salt. But it was like the holy mushroom and the cross.
Yeah.
And this guy, he was one of the scholars that translated the Dead Sea Scrolls, and what he got was a lot different than what the other people that were translating them got. And what he was saying, or he was drawing all these different parallels to the mushrooms in the area and how these people were kind of making this folklore based around either things that they saw while on the mushrooms, and like I think even to some extent they were considered gifts from God, like to expand some level of consciousness within us. And like, I think that could be part of this puzzle that people are trying to put together. I think aliens could be a part of it. I don't know. I mean, if we, to go back to what we were talking about at the beginning with the rapture, if people started floating into the sky and got sucked into a spaceship, oh, that was so fucking cold. Oh my God.
You like it?
Would that not kind of look like what people would call a rapture? I mean, just people being sucked into the sky, alien abducted. Like, if you don't see the spaceship, people might just think you're being raptured.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know. I just think there's so many different parts to all of it. And I don't think people give all of the different parts the due diligence that they deserve.
Yeah, and I feel like those that do, if they take everything into context, then it kind of leads them more towards like the historical facts that are there. That's where I'm at. It's like I can view all that, like even that book, I could, read it, but with all the actual historical knowledge that's there, even the scribes that write these books, a lot of people have this misconception that the Bible is basically it's a game of telephone where somebody gives you a translation and that other person has a translation off of that. But basically what it is everybody has these source texts, these actual scribe texts, these scrolls, and then from there they start to do the translation from the source text. So even something as mangled as King James is still using the same source text as somebody that's written the NIV, unless it's something like the Passion, the Passion translation, which is they'll take a scripture that's 4 words long and it'll be 26. It's just like, okay, that's a little bit of a stretch. Right. Dragon did say something, said about the space theory and stuff like that. She was like, oh yeah, missing lots of pieces. I say this as a Catholic who believes very much in science and evolution as well. Yeah, I'm there with you. I believe in both of those things because I feel like we can't have that without our worldview, and also still be as far as Christian. She also said, yes, we have to remember that the Bible has been translated by a gajillion times by a gajillion people with language changes, a gajillion times in the translations themselves.
Yeah, for sure. Man has altered that over the years.
Now, as far as the original source text, they're still intact. There are a few people, there are some bad actors, like in the Passion translation, to where they do completely mangle it. Like I said, this one initially in the source text was like 4 to 5 words, and now it's 20 something. Like, yeah, I think you're gonna be. I don't know how many like adjectives you can really put. God is really like seriously very like fucking cool, dude. Like, is that? It's just like God was, and that's all the like. Maybe I don't know. That might be a stretch essentially. But yeah, there's some good with the bad. But yeah, as far as like aliens and stuff, I think we're all within this cosmos. I do like the idea of like the extra dimensional beings, because I do believe in that. Like with me being like, and this is another thing in the South, because we're in the South, and my God, the theology has gotten better, But man, whenever I was growing up, it was ass backwards. Like a lot of people, they would try to pretend like the devil wasn't real and demons and all these other things. I'm just like, what book are you reading? Because like literally everywhere it's just like, oh, these spiritual things do exist. So yeah, I don't understand why anybody could ever like prescribe to that and not believe in the spiritual realm or something that we would call extra dimensional, because that is also spirit. That is beside this dimension. It is spiritual, extra dimensional. Two are the same thing.
Yep.
You ever taken DMT?
No, I haven't. I've done shrooms plenty of times. DMT, I'm a little bit scared of.
It is to be feared.
We've covered this before, but
yeah.
the biggest issue that I have in modern times is trying to fit the pieces with science and religion together, and it just there's a group. I say a group. The Kentucky Ark, the Ham Man.
The Kentucky Ark. This sounds interesting.
Yeah,
there's an Ark.
The Noah's Ark experience. I think his name's like
Something Ham.
Ken Ham.
Yeah,
I think.
Ken Ham.
Yeah,
Missed
you
an
can go
opportunity.
to Kentucky, and he has supposedly rebuilt the Ark as it was, like, because I guess in the Bible it tells you how it was built pretty precisely to some degree. I don't know.
Yeah, to a degree.
But-
They do give instructions to a degree.
But what it didn't say in there was that there were dinosaurs in the Ark, and I just have a huge issue with that.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
They claim that. I'm pretty sure they claim that there were dinosaurs that were on the Ark with. Noah.
There are dinosaurs on that Ark where kids can go in, and they talk
What
about
the
how it
fuck?
fits in that timeline.
No, it's not in that time. This is literally people that.
Well, you got to think these are coming
Bill
from.
Nye goes in there
This is
and just rips it apart.
these are
but,
people
you
that
know.
think the Earth is 6,000 years old.
Exactly.
And-
I was just about to say that. These are the people that subscribe to the belief in the seventh day being like, or the 6 days being 1,000 years each. So yes, of course they're gonna. But how? This is my thing. This is where I come up with the whole like, the alien side of things. It's like, if that is so flimsy to where if that was disproven that your whole entire faith falls off, then you need to reevaluate what you actually believe in. And that's where I stand. I'm like, that it doesn't matter. Like, yes, but it's thousands and thousands of fucking years old. Like, that's obvious.
Yep.
Like, I don't understand how people be like, I just can't believe that. That's the devil talking right there. I'm just like, bro, it's not like, oh my God. Yeah, it's going to give me a fucking aneurysm. Like, it's really not that deep. Like, we can, like, we have mathematics, we have science, we have all these things that were given by God. Everything was, including
Or by
the
the
dinosaurs.
simulation.
Do I?
Or by the simulation.
About the simulation, the simulational theory. I do like that too.
There's so many really, really, really smart people that are religious and love
Yeah.
science, and they have made it work.
Well, I mean,
But then you just have this guy in Kentucky, and he's just like, nope,
That's so funny, man.
nope.
yeah. I mean,
We're gonna make it fun for the kids. There's dinosaurs on this Ark.
I have a problem with him, and I have a problem with Jordan Peterson sitting there talking about the God is really just a metaphorical confiscological process.
Take these rats.
Bro, I fucking oh my God, the converts do to Jordan Peterson. You know what? I'll let a good thing be a good thing, but man, I fucking hate hearing him talk about something. I do. That's just me personally.
yeah, I'm not a huge fan, and it just feels like originally I don't even think he was a Christian
No, he
when he
wasn't.
first like he
No,
is
not
kind
at
of just this like philosophy religious grifter now.
Does he have a lot of
And,
money, or does he make
I mean,
a lot of money?
Yeah,
I think
I
he
would
works for the
assume so.
Daily Wire now, which is Ben
Yeah.
Shapiro's organization.
Yeah, he's got to make
and-
some money.
I
So,
mean,
yeah.
he was a professor, I believe, in Canada, maybe.
Yeah, he was a professor as well.
And
Mm.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm sure he knows a lot of good shit, and I think that he makes a lot of good points as far as like lifestyle stuff. Like, because a lot of what he used to teach anyway was just like how to discipline yourself in your life and like actually, or not discipline yourself. That sounds like you are being naughty, but
How to go ahead to
how
whip
to
yourself-
apply discipline to
How
your
to
life.
whip yourself in 27 languages.
Yeah.
But
Please.
If there's one thing you could tell yourself to be a better person, if not from religion to learn, example like Golden Rule and the 10 Commandments and all that stuff, I can sum it all up in one sentence. Don't be a fucking asshole.
don't be an asshole.
That's fair.
If
All
you
right.
could just not, if you can think about that, like,
But
Did
it's
I-
fun to be.
Yeah, but maybe in some situations. But if you
Don't
think
be an
of that
asshole
all the
you'll
time,
smell like one.
yeah,
That's a true Southern answer right there. That
Yeah.
really is. With me, it's more about like how can you reconcile relationships with those that you've had issues with, because that's hard. Anything I feel like that's hard in that sense is kind of worth doing.
but there are people that have to go every Sunday to reinforce that.
Yeah.
I mean, people
yeah.
need it. Like, I'm afraid if like religion wasn't a thing, that we would all just
Deteriorate.
cascade into
No,
oblivion.
No, I mean, I think you're
Everybody
right.
would kill them. It would become like Purge in real life.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not particularly religious. I'm agnostic as all hell. But I do feel like there's something to it, and it's also such a powerful structure in a lot of people's lives. And I mean, you can't just rip that away from people.
No, of course not.
I don't know. But all right. I think we've probably about reached our time for this evening.
Damn.
And I feel like "Don't be an asshole" is a perfect message to go out
Yeah.
on. So,
Don't be an asshole.
is there anything else in the chat that we would like to address before we go?
Jordan Peterson looks like Two-Face.
You know what?
That is correct.
Yeah.
That
Bill,
is
thank you.
correct.
Bill, thank you for popping in because
Can we get money from this thing? Can people donate money?
yeah, they probably. Well, it depends. I'm not sure exactly if they have like an affiliate or a partner program.
Can people give us money now?
Can we get money? I'd sound like an old person. Hey, if you put in $1, I'll take my shirt
no,
off.
listen. If we're not careful, Bill's gonna send me a 40-pound can of chili. He's already done that like 3
Dude,
times.
You can
Send me
send it over here,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Shit.
Send
Fuck!
the
I
chili.
showed
We'll
up
get a
to
peek.
beans. I showed up to like a single can of corn at my house one time.
This
Some
is like a
Mexican
Dennis
rice.
the Menace movie.
Fuck, man.
Bro, we'll set up a PO box and you can send that shit up to us.
Yeah, we
man.
have some bad PO box openings, but yes, I know that we got to close it out. I'm so happy to be back, y'all. More than anything.
happy
Guess
to
who's
have you.
back?
Eh,
Back
Back
again.
Rub my nipples.
All right.
Tell a friend.
One more thing.
One more
Little due diligence here. October 25th, Winston-Salem. Mine and Kelso's band, The Handoff, will be playing live at Reboot Arcade.
The handoff.
God, I hope that's the right name.
That's right.
Reboot Arcade in Winston-Salem. Come out and see us. It's going to be a great time. We're going to be playing with our friends in Home for the Day, Mind the Drive, and DSP.
Oh my God.
Do it.
Dragon.
Thanks for just fucking burping over my promo, dick. Don't be an asshole.
Dragon did. Jesus. Dragon did
That
say.
was very hypocritical of me, wasn't it?
Dragon said, "Hey, I think once you have a certain number of subscribers, you can charge a small fee for certain perks. I pay $3 a month for Zeph's YouTube. Thanks for the tip there, Dragon.
Just so y'all know, every time we get money in there, we'll do something special.
That may or may not have one of us removing our clothes. Stay
And
tuned.
reveal-
No,
Feeling nipples.
YouTube.
Can't
That's
do
not going to
that.
happen.
We
That's
can't.
not going to happen,
But
YouTube.
it's
I
male
promise.
nipples. I'm in love with a stripper pulled up over here.
Nobody sees that but you, dude. Calm down.
Male nipples are different.
That's
aren't they?
true. They are very different.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you guys again for coming out. It's good to see all of you.
Reboot.
October 25th.
Oh, we are. Oh, also we are. So reboot October 25th. I keep hitting the fucking microphone. And also, I know that Hello Carolina as a whole, we are going to start working more into some live streaming. John's doing part of the live streaming on Hello Carolina, and so will I under my own profile. So stay tuned for more of that. And as a collective, we are not going to be boomers, and we're going to all be hip and young together. Damn it.
Yeah, so look out for that. It'll probably be on YouTube and Twitch. We're figuring it out. We still got to talk about some things, but when we figure it out,
Maybe
We'll
even
let you know.
Rumble.
what?
I don't know.
All right, get me out of here.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye guys.
Like and subscribe.
Like and
Peanut butter
subscribe.
jelly. Peanut butter jelly.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
ya
yeah,
at?
yeah, yeah,
Where
yeah,
ya
yeah.
at?